Former President Donald Trump is due in federal court in Washington tomorrow, following a new indictment handed up yesterday. As in the previous cases, Trump blasted the new charges as a, quote, witch hunt. He thanked supporters for what he called overwhelming personal and financial support.
We're going to dig into all of this now with CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nikole, tell us, what sort of reaction have you heard from current lawmakers?
Yeah, well, as it is with any indictment that we've seen over these last several months, it is split along party lines. So you have many congressional Republicans, particularly those in the House, coming to the former president's defense, suggesting that the Department of Justice is being weaponized. You have Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who suggests that this is a distraction from other headlines, particularly those involving Hunter Biden. And then, on the flip side, you have Democrats really more kind of being broader and more circumspect in their remarks. For instance, we saw a statement from Leader Jeffries and Leader Schumer, a joint statement from both of them saying that this is one of the more consequential indictments thus far, but obviously suggesting that the legal process should play out. We heard similar language from the former Speaker, Nancy Pelosi. So, again, this is one of those things where we continue to see these kinds of divides. I would note, in terms of the Republican reaction, we have yet to see any response, for instance, from Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who really has refrained from commenting about anything involving the former president for months. He has not weighed in on any of these indictments, not the classified documents case, not the situation in New York, and thus far has not put out a statement with respect to this indictment related to January 6th.
And Nikole, regular viewers will know we usually chat with you on Capitol Hill, but you're joining us from outside the courthouse in Fulton County in Atlanta. What more do we know about the potential fourth indictment coming the way of former President Trump?
Well, we know that the process here in Fulton County has been underway. This investigation has spanned some 2.5 years, and we are nearing the end of this probe in the sense that the district attorney has made clear that she intends to announce a charging decision sometime before September 1st, and we do expect that to come within, if not a matter of days, certainly within the next couple of weeks here. And so we know that because two regular grand juries have been seated that will eventually hear evidence from the district attorney. We know that a few witnesses have been subpoenaed to appear before the grand jury related to this 2020 election interference investigation. And we also know that security preparations are being made as well. So we certainly expect some movement here, again, within the coming days and weeks.
And Nikole, over all of this is a patina of security concerns. How is the city of Atlanta preparing for that new potential legal action?
Well, one thing we noticed this week is that there now are security barricades outside of the Fulton County Courthouse. You may be able to see them slightly over my shoulder, or possibly not. But that is something new that has been installed since the last time we were here. And part of that is because this is the first week of that window where the district attorney indicated she may make some type of charging decision. We did hear extensively from the sheriff of Fulton County, who gave a press conference yesterday and spoke more extensively not only about the preparations, but also how the former president may be treated if he is potentially indicted and arraigned. Take a listen.
Unless someone tells me differently, we are following our normal practices. And so it doesn't matter your status. We have mugshots ready.
So basically, the sheriff acknowledging that if the former president is arraigned here in Fulton County because of a potential indictment, that he would be treated like anyone else. So that means he could potentially have a mugshot taken, which is something that we haven't seen in some of these other cases. And he also talked a lot about some of the security measures that are being taken here besides the barricades. These are lessons, he said, that was learned by sending teams to Miami and New York. He said it's possible he could send a team also to Washington in light of this current indictment. And the concern remains about dozens of threats, he said, that have been made to county officials, including the district attorney.
All very serious stuff. Nikole Killion, thank you very much.